Last week, Anthony, our fourth crew member, arrived, and we set sail on our biggest crossing ever, the Atlantic crossing. Everybody seems to settle in pretty well, and there is such a good vibe aboard Zephyr. We enjoy some amazing days sailing, and I get to celebrate my birthday in the middle of the Atlantic.
Without my love for the ocean, I would be long gone by now. It's some kind of devotion that brings me down.
This week on Sailing Zephyr, we continue to cruise along the Atlantic Ocean. With not much wind around, we take advantage of the calm weather and go swimming with our own personal flock of mutton birds.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to
Anthony takes the opportunity to get under the boat and unhook the fishing line off the prop.
borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has so clear a light as any.
Alright, Anthony, what happened down there? What did you do?
Cutting off the fishing line. So, well, the other day we got caught in chains, didn't we? Went around in circles, and they caught the fishing line around the prop. You can see how it's melted around.
And you got all of that off, eh?
Yeah,
And there's still a little bit there, was there?
yeah. It's only a little sort of hard bit that I couldn't dig out.
And show us your war wounds.
Oh yeah, bashed up against the hull of the boat and that. Yeah.
Oh, with all the barnacles. Terrible.
All the mutton birds watching me.
Yeah.
Rising in the fire. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a race.
Marky, are you on shift?
Yeah, on shift.
Till what time?
Till 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, okay.
And then James comes home.
Yeah. Then it's James' turn. Anthony doing his work. His course is online. No, offline.
And not tomorrow,
With your head.
there's no
Then it's
tomorrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to.
All these lazy buggers are asleep.
There's no time to buy.
Our days seem to blend into one another as we continue to switch between sailing and motoring.
Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to live.
cover all this motoring we've been doing with this lack of wind.
Yeah.
So we're going to empty them all in now. Should take them all. Get all the fuel off the bow.
Yeah, it will actually. That'll be a massive change.
That'll pull 180 kilos off the front of the boat. Tell us what you do.
Currently making a pizza dough because the boys wanted pizza, so that's what I'm doing. Making a big batch so that I've got at least 2 pizzas worth.
Very nice.
It's a good day today and not tomorrow. There's no.
Christina Frary, you would never believe your eyes. But yes, your son is cooking.
Cooking home.
Only when they're away.
Ugh.
Marcus, let's see how the beard's coming in.
Beer.
The beard.
The day was like any other up till now. With my daily routine almost in place, I started my day with some brekkie.
Feel this more in the shower.
Being the t-shirt.
Feel the laundry as well.
Once a week expired actually. Nice and wet towel. Yeah, good. We needed that, didn't we? How many days has it been? Maybe 3 days? 3 days? Not that bad. Could be worse. Been like Anthony 2 weeks. when you guys hit second. Okay, ready?
No, go, straight, go.
Bit of a lead.
What are you looking for? The snail sits on the spreader.
Yeah, I can't really see them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Bit of action for the day. This will let you know.
Times of heroes, in times like these, I wish I could fly. When life comes to me, when everything seems to come alive. I will not silently stand here and watch as you go. I want you to know.
I'm making a Russian salad for lunch. It's not exactly right, but we had to make do with what I've got.
Trying to make your mum's one, aren't you?
Yeah. Never tastes as good as mum's though.
I think it'll taste pretty good.
We're trying to outrun this squall that's just appeared there in the background. Let's see if we're lucky.
They're right here. Just hanging out.
Really?
Yeah.
Under the boat?
Yeah. It's a mom and a calf, maybe? I don't know.
Whoa. Babe, I don't know how to extend this.
Okay, well...
There's another one coming under the boat. Oh, this is going to make me cry. It's so beautiful. about to go on my night shift. This is definitely one of the easiest shifts I've ever had to do. The conditions out here are just absolutely glassy. There's no wind, the wind gauge is just going around mental at the moment. But I wish I could show you, it's absolutely beautiful. And I've got a full moon behind me as well. So it's absolutely calm as at the moment.
So guys, it's the morning of the 18th and we are about a day away from finally getting the winds. For those of you that have been following us on our tracking blog, well, the Predicting tracking system, you'll see that we have literally been stuck in a high pressure bubble with no wind for about 4 days. It's just absolutely thrown us for a loop. We've been chasing wind and it has been an absolute backache.
Oh, we're halfway there. Woo, live it up. Halfway there. And we're all starting to get a little tired. We've been super confused just lately because we were running on Caribbean time and suddenly I was doing my shift, the 1 till 4, and it was like getting light at 3 a.m. and I was like, this isn't right, something's going on. And it wasn't until yesterday that we were like, yeah, the clocks would have moved forward. So we quickly sent my dad a text and we were like, what time would it be where we are? And anyway, he replied and he was like, yeah, it's an hour on, which is what we thought it was, because the Azores is like 4 hours ahead from us. So yeah, so we worked that one out, but we were sat there like dummies for a while, like just like, what is going on? Marky, what are you doing?
Pasta with bolognese.
Pasta, bolognese pasta.
Bolognese.
Pasta alla bolognese.
Bolognese.
Very good.
Pasta, vegan.
Meanwhile, I'm studying. Learn Chinese in 7 days. The wind picked up, but so did the swell, and we were in for a rough ride for a total of 5 days. Nobody got much rest, with winds over 25 knots and with 5-meter swells, but we did cover some ground and managed to catch a Mahi-Mahi. There's loads of Portuguese metaphor out here. Next week on Sailing Zephyr is our last on the Atlantic before arriving into Horta. The wildlife continues to impress us and we just can't get enough of it. Before we know it, we are arriving into the island of Fayal in the Azores.
Horta Marina, Horta Marina, Horta Marina. This is Sailing Zephyr too.